Hey y'all!
Hey!
Thanks for being here, everybody. My name is Jess Foster. I see some new faces here. Thank you, everybody, for coming to turn out for Josh and to come and say hi to our presidential candidate, Beto. And we are so excited. We are 16 days away from Election Day. How are you feeling about November 5th? This is the opportunity that we've all been waiting for, is to take the House of Delegates, to take the Senate, and really pass some progressive priorities that we have next year, raising the minimum wage, investing in our children, protecting our health care, and truly making Virginia a fair and welcoming place for all families. So thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your investment, your time, your money, and for bringing out your friends and making sure that everybody's going to vote so that we can get this done next year. Josh,
All right.
take it over.
Well, we're so glad to have you guys here. Thank you so much. Even in the rain, you guys came out, which really means you are really, really concerned about flipping the House of Delegates.
Yes.
Concerned about making sure we're electing pro-education legislators. We're just super excited. The momentum is already on our side. Look, we have to let you know that Jess Foster and I went to church this morning, and so because I'm a preacher, I cannot let y'all live here without giving you a little mini sermon. And I just want to let you know what we're looking at. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1 says, "Woe to you who legislate evil and target the poor and the widows." And so we're looking at everything that's going on right now. If we look at who they're targeting, they're legislating all these people, legislating all these ideas that are attacking our marginalized people, and it's time that we stand up and fight back for everybody. If we need to have a voice at the seat, have a voice at the table, the only way we're going to get there is by fighting our way in and make sure we have a seat at the table.
That's it.
Congresswoman, not Ayanna Pressley, Shirley Chisholm said, if you go to the table and there's no seat, bring a folding chair and you make your way there. That's what we're doing with this election. So I'm super excited. All the way from Texas, we have just an awesome guy who ran an awesome campaign all the way down there in Texas. He thought it not robbery to come back to Fredericksburg. Listen, y'all, he's been here to Fredericksburg twice. And so we're super excited to have Beto work with us today. Y'all help me make welcome Beto work to Fredericksburg.
Huge honor to be back here with you all again. I can only imagine what it would feel like if there were only 16 days left in my race. So this has got to be a good feeling. You all are right at the end, and you're here with the best possible team. As you mentioned, it's raining outside, the weather's a little cold, but that has not dampened our enthusiasm or our commitment or our persistence or our perseverance or our ability to overcome some of the odds that were thrown your way last time that you're going to overcome this time. The odds as a first-time candidate, a Democrat running in what was thought to be a safe Republican district, blowing those odds away with the people who make this campaign possible. And I'll tell you from my experience, both in the campaign we're running now, in the campaign we ran in Texas last year, in our successful Against the Odds campaign for Congress, for City Council, the first time I ever ran for office, going door to door, asking people to come out to put their vote and their voice on the line for this community, for this Commonwealth, for this country. That makes all the difference in the world. More powerful than any TV ad, anything that you could read on Facebook, any tweet that is sent out is a human-to-human connection at somebody's door. And I'll tell you, when I ran for Congress in 2012, we were running against an incumbent, we were running against the odds, we were running against spending that was 5-1 against us in that campaign. But our entire strategy consisted in what you are doing here today. We just knocked on doors every single day. I knocked on 16,000 doors over the course of that campaign. And towards the end, I knew this was working because I was walking into a diner on a Monday morning, maybe a month out from the election. This guy says, "Are you Beto O'Rourke?" I said, "I am." He said, "Well, last Thursday you knocked on my grandmother's door. And she invited you in. She told you about her daughter, who's a school teacher, who's working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet because we don't pay school teachers enough. And you listened to her and you said that you were going to fight for her. She told you about her grandson who's in the Marines. She's so proud of him. You listened to that story. Well, we all came to her house Sunday after you visited her on Thursday, all 32 of my cousins and I. And she made us menudo, and then she also made each one of us commit to vote for you. So she's like, This guy said, Beto, I don't know who you are. Never met you before, never heard of you before, but knocking on my grandmother's door really worked, and now all 32 of us are voting for you in this next election. That kind of connection that you're making right now, that you made every single day in this campaign, that's what is going to win it at the end of the day. And no pressure, but the rest of us in the United States of America are counting on you, because this election on the 5th of November is the preview for what's going to happen in November of 2020. And so we've got to come through as strong as possible. That's why we're here. That's why I brought my raincoat. We're going to knock on some doors with you and make sure that we cover up this nice jacket. So and we're in this not just for these two extraordinary candidates, not just for the people here in this room or those who live in Virginia, but for this country. It's really that important at this moment. So thank you all for doing this. We're here with you each and every day. Thank you all. That's a lot.
Absolutely. All right, let's go knock on some doors and make a phone call.